Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. On the visitor's sideline, it's the Vikings head man, Kevin O'Connell. His guys coming off a road victory in their opener a week ago, looking to make it 2 in a row before heading home. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike Macdonald. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams. Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win and you know you're going on the road week 3, that puts a little pressure on this one to get 2-0 at home to start the season.
Yeah, and how good would they be feeling to start your year and know, all right, we've got 2 wins in the bank, we're playing well at home. It just allows everything in the building to take a deep breath. You know, Mike, it's just such an ideal way to start. Your fans are excited, the city's excited, everyone in the organization can settle in. So the schedule makers certainly did them a little bit of a favor here, so they've got to take advantage of it. Build off of last week, come out and play well again, and it really sets themselves up for the rest of this season.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting. Seahawks offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Got it with Smith and Jigba. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
6 more yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 7.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's got his big tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign.
Now, remember back, Mike, their 1st drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3.
Okay, ready? Set. Head to 60, head to 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, set.
He'll drop to throw. This one's snagged by Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 3-yard
They'll
line.
look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
On the set. Let's go. Take go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First and 10.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Back to the air one more time. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
2 more yards.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. That one, taken in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Seahawks offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Back to throw. And he'll get this up close to a 1st down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. One final throw before the break. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Well, Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olson back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got your...
Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 47 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Robbie Oots. Touchdown, Seahawks. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use them than down here on the goal line.
Comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And it would appear they are on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Seattle. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A throw on the move is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing now from the gun. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Here we go, here we go!
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
It's a pick of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Come on, set! Hook.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Big opening up the middle. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. These fans set to head home happy. Very solid performance by the hometown side as they finish off a very decisive victory.
Ready, set! Set! Get up!
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. So, it's a win here for the Seahawks. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do, already pulling me in.
so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. His guys 2-0 to begin the season with both of those victories coming at home. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. These guys are ready as they are. First and 10, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now on first down. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Pass play now. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative when the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has him on the quick hitter. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Go!
Still sticking with the passing game. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again.
Let's go!
They'll throw it here on first. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Working on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
It's his targets. That's Torrey Horton. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Now we are still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. They'll come up on first and 10.
Here we go!
Throwing it again here. That one's incomplete in the end zone. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. They are throwing it again. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining.
On the jump.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brian.
The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Airing it out to start this drive. Looking slant route complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first. I'll throw it. He finds Brown right side. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a...
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Now throw to start the drive. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
That finds Davis complete. Along the right sideline, there's space. There it is, touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll come out throwing. On a quick slant, it's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks, first down.
He's going to throw it. Porting down the field, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
It's a gain of 20.
Here we go, here we
First
go.
down, Seattle.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
Working inside the red zone. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Set. 70 Timberwolf.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he takes it down to the 33. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when the QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
He was tackled at
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw now. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
Let's go now.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Walker running right. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Seahawks keep running away with this. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the...
The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run.
Go!
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go!
Going to the ground again on first. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that give you my heart.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Visitor sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald. He's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. Look at the big man rumble. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 70 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Martinez will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Seahawks.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Seahawks. First down.
Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. Ryan. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Ryan. He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. And they're well past midfield. midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here's Ryan to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
3rd down and 2.
Let's go.
Ryan will throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gabriel Davis, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Ryan. They're complete to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and goal.
Throwing again, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Darnell Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play.
Notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
And the Seahawks first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
Let's go now.
Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
14 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. Let's go.
Ryan now off the bootleg. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks on the final play of the third quarter have taken the lead. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Ryan. He finds Smith and Jigba. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Looking to throw. Ryan. Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Ryan. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Martinez. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast.
Are set to go. Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is my offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game to generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat you.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop.
Set, go!
On third down, they'll set up to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender, both hands on it, but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Christian Harris in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Got it with Smith and Jigba. For the pylon, he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So
Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play for Seattle. 37 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to Seattle after this.
Ready up!
Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Damian Martinez. Touchdown, Seahawks. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to display.
The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Check out.
He'll look to throw. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Go!
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. That is caught by Washington. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 20.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the air one more time. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys that...
Comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And it's looking like this could be another win for this team. That'll be 5 in a row to start the new season as they try to finish this one off.
Let's go now.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one's snagged by Smith and Jigba. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard
Throwing
line.
now on first and 10. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Go! They'll look to throw yet again. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
They'll run with Martinez. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run.
And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wit's end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. This drive will begin with a run, and here's Martinez. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. On first down, they go right back to Martinez. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Here we go. Check go.
At the 45-yard
Another run with Martinez. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.
Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give him the key. And it's only me. Wait till then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing.
what they rushing to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype is out. I've been married to mud, I can't wipe and I'm wiping. I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them outside and stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like, y'all gotta sell that. And the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that.